Hey guys, welcome back to the channel, or if you're new here, hello. I'm Ashley. I'm the owner of Mrs. Frizz & Co., a small handcrafted candle brand located in Ontario, Canada. On this channel, we talk about everything from making product to a behind the scenes look at owning your own small handcrafted brand. So if that's something that interests you, I would love for you to hit subscribe and stick around. Today's video is going to be a little different than usual. It's not going to be me sitting here yapping. Rest assured, I will still be yapping, but from behind my computer screen because I'm going to show you guys how I make my labels. I had a viewer request this, which I absolutely love. If there's anything that you guys want to know how I do it, please reach out and let me know because firstly, it gives me content ideas, but secondly, the whole point of this channel is to help with what I've learned along the way. When I started my brand, there wasn't a lot of information on YouTube specific to Canada, and there is a bit of a difference between us and the rest of the world. So I was always looking for Canadian specific information. So if you are a Canadian viewer and there's anything that you are wondering, make sure you reach out and hopefully I can help fill some gaps for you. But anyways, today we are going to make some labels. Again, I use Canva and I use Cricut Design Space. So if you have access to those tools, you're going to find this helpful, hopefully. You're going to want to stick around and see what my process is. I find this really helpful because there's a lot of candle label sizes that I can't find templates for, like in the Avery labels. I know that there's a label, print my label or something. There's a label company that most people in the States use. I've looked it up. It's so expensive to order in Canada. So it's just not practical for me. I am looking at outsourcing my labels this year for my signature collection because they don't change. So I can afford to go and buy a lot of bulk labels for them right now. My smaller collections, sometimes I'm only making 30 candles. So to pay $1 plus for a label to order from a printer is ludicrous to me. So I'm going to show you my process. I get tons of compliments on my labels. So I'm going to show you my process. I get tons of compliments on my labels. And I mean, I'm happy with them and I'm my own biggest critic. Okay, so I feel like that was a lot of chit chatting. Apologies. Let's get into the video. Okay, so we're going to go into Canva, and the first thing I want to do is show you guys. Well, firstly, these are all my labels, not what I was going to show you. But the first thing I want to show you is how to make a label from scratch if you don't already have one. So you're just going to go over here to templates. Here we go. And you're going to search for what you're looking for. So for this instance, candle label. And it's going to be wild. All these free options for you. Okay, wait. If they have a little crown down in the right-hand corner, they're actually not free. You need to have the paid version of Canva. But I think you can see there are so many options that are available with the free version of Canva. I do have the paid subscription, and I did that because I wanted the background remover tool. But it's not necessary. So I just went ahead and grabbed one of the free versions. I just want to show you guys how simple this is. It is a matter of just clicking and editing. It could not be any easier. Change, and you can relocate where everything is too. So these really are 100% customizable, but these templates are a great jumping off point for you, especially if you don't already have a label. So yeah, you're just going to go ahead and edit everything that you require changed. And it's that simple, guys. Canva is the most user-friendly software I think I have ever used. And it really makes some beautiful labels. I have seen some incredible labels. made in Canva. When I first started, I used a free template, not this one, but whatever, something free. And then I ended up actually buying a template off of Etsy. And over time, I have edited that to incorporate my logo, and just modify it a little bit so it was more on brand for me. But that is how you would go ahead and create a free label. So what I want to show you now, what I needed to do today actually was edit some labels. I had some 10-ounce candles that I made into 3-ounce candles because I am creating a sampler pack. And rather than make labels from scratch, I'm just going to go ahead and adjust the label size from the 10-ounce candle so they'll fit on my little mini candles. And then I want to show you how I take that into Cricut Design Space. So the first thing I'm going to do is open up the 10-ounce candle label. And there she is. You're going to go to Resize, and I'm going to do a custom size. I'm going to enter in the measurements for this, hit copy and resize, and it will always save your original copy as well. The next thing I'm going to do is just move a couple things around to try and fill the space in. This is the difference from going from like the other one was 4x3, and now I've gone to 3.5 by 3.5 by 1.5, I think. It's considerable difference. So we're just going to try and fill the space up. Going to edit the few things that I always change on the candles. The things I always watch for is the candle size in grams and ounces. I also number all of my candles, so I need to edit that. And you'll see when I do the next one that I also always change the notes in the candle once I edit the name. But for this one, because I'm just resizing it, I don't have to make that many modifications. It's really just a matter of dragging and dropping and then changing the size of the candle. If you want to know what all you need to include on candle labels in Canada, I will go ahead and drop my video link somewhere on the page so you can see that. So we're going to download this. I always just save it to my downloads and then I drop it into the appropriate folder later. We're going to open up Cricut Design Space, hit upload. We are going to import what we just downloaded. We're going to save it as a flat graphic. This is very important because we are printing and cutting. If you save it as anything other than a flat graphic, it will try and cut this rather than just cutting out the label. Okay. Change the size of it and away we go. Back to Canva, on to the next one. And I'm just going to let this go through pretty quickly. You get the point. You are going to make a copy of the one that we just edited because we've already moved things around. So let's not fiddle with that multiple times. Now what we're going to do is just modify the information. Like I said, I always adjust the notes in the candle. We've renamed the file, and because we already changed the weight of the candle on the last one, we don't need to do that now. We just need to edit the number that I use, and everybody won't use that. So there you go. Download it. So I'm not going to show you all of these because that would be incredibly repetitive and unnecessary. I think you get the point now. So I have gone ahead, changed all the candles that I need the labels for. I'm going to import the rest of them into Design Space now. Again, save it as a flat graphic. Go ahead and change the size you want it to print in. We're going to do that for all of them. So I had 5 labels that I was working with. And Once we get them all imported, we're going to send them to the mat. And I'm assuming if you have a Cricut, you understand this part more or less. Once I've dropped them onto the mat and I'm ready to make my project, I want to use as much of my label paper as possible. I don't want to have a bunch of wasted paper. So I'm going to try and print out 2 copies of these, which would be 10 labels, but I'm going to need to fiddle around with them on the mat. This can be a little annoying. Depending on the sizes of the labels that you're using, this is not going to be necessary every time you make labels. But just because of the size of these labels and the way that Cricut loves it for you to waste paper, this is going to be necessary right now. So I need to move them all to the first mat, fiddle with them a little bit and get them to all fit onto this page. Supports everyone determined to find out what's possible in golf and in life. And what I really wish that Cricut would introduce would be leaving the lines around what we're going to be cutting out, so that I can tell if I'm overlapping labels or not, because it is hard. You're constantly guessing this way. And there we go. Once you've got them all fit, you're going to go ahead and hit next. We're going to send them to the printer. And then once we're done sending them to the printer, I have it set to sticker paper. I use this vinyl sticker paper. I will link it in the description. Okay, so the next thing I wanted to show you is just how simple this process becomes once you're using labels that you've already created. So for example, this is a label for my car fresheners. I don't include any additional information other than the name of the the name of the car freshener, what it is, and the weight. So when I need to come in and change it, I'm literally just changing the name of it. This took me 2 seconds to do. I'm going to download it, and then it is the same process as with your candles. You're going to download it, you're going to upload it, you're going to save it as a flat graphic, adjust the size, and then send it to the mat. And with this, the cool thing is you can make a whole sheet of them. I always have to guess how many I can fit on a sheet. The answer is 90 something, 90, 80, 88. Yes. And it's that simple. And then send it to your printer. You're going to print it on the sticker paper. I always turn the bleed off. It has never served me any purpose. I think that's more helpful with stickers, but I don't need it for labels, so I always just turn it off. And that, my friends, is how simple it is to make your own candle labels or labels for absolutely any product using Canva and Cricut Design Space. I use this for my sprays as well. I do use a thermal printer for some of my labels. Maybe I'll touch on that in another video, but this is my process for all my special collections. Still currently my signature collection, my room sprays, my car fresheners. Yeah, I love how easy and simple it is, and I love that I can keep them all together. You know, I always have a template. And I don't need to worry about fiddling around with printers and trying to line up templates and such perfectly. The Cricut really takes the guesswork out of it. So anyways, this is my system. I hope you enjoyed today's video. Let me know in the comments below, what do you use for your labels? Are you at the stage in your business where you're getting everything outsourced? Are you still printing your own? Do you use a template? I would love to know. That is all for today, friends. If you found this helpful, I would love for you to hit like and subscribe and come back for another one. And until then, bye, candle friends.